my daughters Addison and Elliot, and my son Jack. I am the Vice President of Live Turkey Operations for Farbest Farms in Jasper, Indiana, and I do have the honor of serving as this year's National Turkey Federation Chairman. As part of those responsibilities is to manage the process for raising the National Thanksgiving Day turkey. And to say that it is quite the honor would not be doing it enough justice. To be an invited guest to the White House tomorrow to participate in this is a fantastic experience. I am not a turkey grower ourselves, so that's kind of where our first guest comes in. If we go back about 8 months or so, another gentleman and I from Farbest went and visited one of our turkey growers in southern Indiana, and she didn't really know why I was out there, and sat down at a picnic table with her and her husband Brad, and had a conversation, and simply asked, how would you like to grow the turkey to take to the White House this year? And she kind of looked, and she's like, that sounds like fun. Who would take it? I said, well, you. There was a bit of apprehension, but I'm going to introduce Andrea Welp. Andrea worked for Farbest for 6 years, kind of when I started with Farbest, and then following that time, she went and actually built her own turkey farm. So she has been a turkey grower for Farbest for a number of years. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our grower, Andrea Welp.
Thank you, Phil. Like Phil said, my name is Andrea Welp, and I'm a turkey grower for Farbest Farms. I'm honored to be here today with these 2 turkeys representing the National Turkey Federation. I grew up on my family's farm in St. Anthony, Indiana, where these 2 turkeys were raised. I am the 3rd generation farming in my family, and my husband, Brad, who's standing over there, is the 5th generation farming in his family. We now farm together with our 2 children being the 1st generation that is raising turkeys. Raising the presidential turkey flock has really been a lot of fun this year. As we all know, with another year of uncertainties with the pandemic, this project has really been something to look forward to and has been a joy to be able to participate in. I know the kids have really had a lot of fun raising the birds, especially dancing to loud music to try to get them used to all the media attention for their big day. We take a lot of pride in what we do on a daily basis, and to be able to represent the National Turkey Federation, Farbest, and turkey growers in general is truly a great honor, and it will definitely be a highlight of my career. So thank you, Phil, for letting my family and I participate in this great event. And I will turn it back over to Phil now.
Andrea, thank you, and thank you to the Welp family. What you guys have done over the past several months is truly remarkable. There's been a lot of time and effort in raising these turkeys for their big day tomorrow, so very excited with that. Without further ado, thank you. The big news of today, this morning, is we do want to officially provide you with the names of this year's Thanksgiving turkeys. And I'm proud to be the first to introduce to you Peanut Butter and Jelly. There you go. So we're looking forward to Peanut Butter and Jelly making their way to the White House tomorrow afternoon. Following the pardoning ceremony, these turkeys will be taken back home again to Indiana, to Purdue University, to live out the remainder of their life at the Purdue University Animal Sciences Education and Research Farm. And here to talk about that for just a brief moment are Dr. Greg Fraley and Dr. Marissa Erasmus.
Thank you, Phil. I'm Dr. Marissa Erasmus in the Animal Sciences Department at Purdue University. I'm Dr. Greg Fraley, also in the Animal Science Department at Purdue University. Now, my title is kind of a mouthful, so be ready. I am the Terry and Sandra Tucker Endowed Chair of Poultry Science.
Turkeys are an important part of American cultural traditions, but a lot of people don't actually know that much about them. So this is an amazing chance for us to increase knowledge and awareness of these wonderful animals, their behavior, their care, and their well-being, and to educate the public and our students as well. We also consider this an important opportunity for our students who are very excited to participate in the care of these turkeys, who we now can call peanut butter and jelly.
We would like to thank President Biden, the National Turkey Federation, Farbest Farms, and the Indiana State Poultry Association for allowing us the opportunity to participate in this fantastic event and for allowing us to house Peanut Butter and Jelly, our pardoned Hoosiers, at Purdue University. Now, the College of Agriculture at Purdue University is an excellent home for these two turkeys. Our college is routinely ranked Our college is routinely ranked in the top most innovative agricultural colleges. We're ranked in the top 7 nationwide and top 15 worldwide. The Purdue University Animal Sciences Department is home to some of the world's leading experts in poultry care, and together with Purdue's excellent veterinary staff and our top-notch students, we are able to provide peanut butter and jelly with the individual care that they require for the happiest and healthiest lives imaginable. We are very excited to welcome Peanut Butter and Jelly as our 2 newest Boilermakers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fraley and Dr. Erasmus. The next guest I'd like to introduce is Becky Yanuskan. Becky is with the Indiana State Poultry Association, and they provide support to not only our company, but poultry across the state of Indiana. So, Becky?
Good morning. Founded at Purdue University in 1875, the Indiana State Poultry Association has been supporting collaboration and cooperation amongst Hoosier poultry farmers for as long as people have been presenting turkeys to the president. Indiana is home to the nation's most diverse poultry flock. We lead the nation in duck production, we're second in egg production, fourth in turkey production, and we're home to sizable broiler operations as well. And while those are big numbers, Indiana is home to many poultry companies like Farbest Farms that represent the dedication of generations of the same family to producing wholesome, nutritious food. At the nation's crossroads, Indiana is an ideal place to raise poultry. Our bountiful, high-quality feed, ample water supply, the hardworking heritage of our people, and business-friendly regulatory environment make it a place that works. Our long partnership with Purdue University provides poultry-ready animal scientists and veterinarians and produces industry-enhancing research. We feed our neighbors, our nation, and indeed the world, as our quality products are in high demand in Asia and across the Americas. Peanut butter and jelly are Hoosiers through and through, hatched in Terre Haute, raised with great care in Dubois County, and soon to be Boilermakers. These Indiana turkey ambassadors represent the high-quality poultry products to be expected from the entire Indiana flock. Andrea and Phil, on behalf of the Indiana State Poultry Association and the Turkey Market Development Council, please accept our highest praise for the care you have shown in raising these birds. They are emblematic of all of Indiana poultry. Thank you.
Thank you, Becky. The next guest I'd like to introduce, we've got 3 special folks from DC out here. First, I'd like to introduce Congressman Victoria Sparts. Thank you for joining us today. Next, I'd like to introduce kind of no stranger to the turkey industry and a proponent for agriculture and a big supporter of the National Turkey Federation from Indiana, Senator Mike Braun.
So pleasure to be here. I never know what's going to be on my schedule, and when I know I'm dealing with a couple turkeys and I now know their names, all of us get referred to that occasionally in this new job. So these two seem to be pretty well behaved. So pleasure to be here, a family farm. I have to think back to 1979 when I actually started a turkey farm along with another guy, and we had it. I was part owner of it for 32 years, and what a great business it was, and what an honor for Andrea to have her two turkeys here. I guess the two luckiest turkeys in the country, maybe. But the whole significance to me is that what a great way to make a living on your family farm. And when I look at when I got started, it was a very crude business. Turkeys were grown on the range, they got moved into buildings, and what a godsend it's been for our local area, from the jobs it's created, the farm families that have been able to have an enterprise on the farm, all significant. And FarBest has grown from a small company to one of the leaders in the industry. So what a pleasure to be here, to be part of the day, and thank you for having me. And a lot of my family, Phil's my nephew, and got some nieces here, great nieces and nephews. So, and the patriarch of the whole operation, Jerry Sager, he and I were first cousins on the maternal side of my family. So thank you for inviting me, and it's a great day to be here in D.C., honoring, I guess, peanut butter and jelly to boot. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator. I'd like to also acknowledge Congressman Baird, who joined us from Indiana as well. Nice to have you, Congressman. Next, I'd also like to introduce our Congressman from our home district in the 8th District of Indiana, Congressman Dr. Larry Buchan.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you, Phil. It's great to be here. And welcome to D.C., peanut butter and jelly. I am Congressman Larry Buchan. I have the distinct pleasure of representing Indiana's 8th Congressional District, Southwest Indiana, West Central Indiana. Some may say that I'm biased, but there's no doubt that Indiana's 8th District has the best turkeys in the country. Southwest Indiana has not once but twice raised the national Thanksgiving turkey, and our farms are some of the leading producers in the state and the country. In fact, in 2020, the turkey industry in the 8th District was responsible for more than $1.4 billion in total economic activity and created or supported nearly 5,000 jobs. One of the producers, for the very reason we're all here today, is FarBest Farms, and I want to thank Phil Sager for inviting me. I've had the pleasure of visiting this great Hoosier company on a number of occasions. And every visit, I'm in awe of their expansive network that is putting quality food on the table for millions of families across the globe. Their distribution centers alone control the shipments of up to 2 million pounds of raw, fresh, and frozen turkey meat per day. That is the weight of roughly 82 school buses, put it in context. It's really astonishing. It's a family-owned company committed to producing the best quality turkey products, and with the help of great Hoosier farmers and turkey growers like Andrea Welp, they have been able to stay leaders in the turkey industry for generations. It is this commitment to excellence that has brought us here today to celebrate these turkeys that will not be eaten this Thanksgiving. What many of you probably don't know is Indiana's 8th District has a long history with the turkey pardoning tradition, all the way back to Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln spent some of his formative years in Spencer County, Indiana, in my district, and where his boyhood home is preserved as a national memorial in Lincolnville. It's President Lincoln who was credited with pardoning the very first turkey after his son grew fond of the bird and began this storied tradition. More than 150 years later, we're all contributing to and carrying on this legacy. And tomorrow, when the entire country is watching, a little bit of Indiana's 8th District will again be on display for all to see. I want to give a big thank you again to the National Turkey Federation, FarBest Farms, Phil Sager, and Andrea Welp for making this possible today, and I'm looking forward to watching tomorrow's pardoning ceremony and seeing these two turkeys make their White House debut. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman. And once again, would just like to introduce one more time Peanut Butter and Jelly. They look forward to meeting the President of the United States tomorrow. Once again, just a tremendous honor, not only for myself, my family, our company, Andrea's family, but the turkey industry as a whole. So very much appreciate the opportunity. It's a unique tradition that it's great to see carry on. So we really appreciate it. And at this point in time, I think we'll open it up to questions if anybody has any.
Anyone have questions about the turkeys?
Peanut Butter had a question.
Oh. He wants to know when lunch is. Yeah. Well, if there are any questions, the turkeys will be around for about 10-15 more minutes.
How much do peanut butter and jelly weigh? I hate to ask their weight because they're female.
These are male turkeys. They're tom turkeys. They each weigh about 40 pounds. Yes.
You'll get to learn all about their fine profiles if you go to the White House social media.
Right. Awesome.
I'd also like to introduce Congressman Greg Pence joining us as well. So Congressman Pence, it's good to see you here this morning. Welcome, Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming. We will be around for about 10 more minutes for some photos, or if you have questions you want to ask Phil or one of our great guests, we'll be available over on the side. So thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, everybody.
If you're taking photos or video, just please stay off the black mat. Thank you.